Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Michelle, and we are the owners of the Main Street Mouse.
And this is the Main Street Mouse Weekly Podcast, show number 217 for February 2nd, 2026.
For your safety, remain seated with the doors closed, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while the tram is moving. And supervise your children.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion.
Because this here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Dead men tell no tale.
I know not who you are, nor how I came to find you. But may I just say,
Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Hello. We are back yet again.
For Monday, go figure.
You're not supposed to say Monday.
Oh, that's true. Whatever day you're listening to this.
Yeah, okay, so we saw a podcast recently saying that if you say a day, then it makes it sound like you can only listen on that day. Or let's say you guys listen on Friday and we say Happy Monday. Then you're
Throws you
like,
off.
wait a minute, it's not Monday.
So we're always going to say, welcome to the day that ends in Y.
How about just welcome back to our lovely show that we do every single week.
We record it on Mondays,
We record on Mondays.
but you can listen any day of the week.
Any old day you want to. How about that?
Now, if we did it every day of the week,
Oh my gosh.
then we would have to say what day show it is.
Y'all would be so sick of us.
Probably would.
I mean, maybe.
They wouldn't listen to any day.
See, now I could think of something to talk about every week because I talk a lot. So he's shaking his head, yes.
Mhm. No, I agree.
Because I'm a big talker.
I agree.
So, yeah. So I hope you're doing well.
Staying warm, I hope, wherever you're at.
Yeah, the frozen tundra of basically wherever you are.
Yeah.
It's cold here in Florida. Do not attack me for that. It is cold here in Florida.
You always say that, but I
okay.
won't say it because there's people a lot colder than us that I will refuse to say that it's cold. It's cool for Florida. It's cold for Florida.
It's Florida cold.
Right.
Right. And it is okay, so it's not like some of the northern states, but it's cold for Florida.
Because they don't have iguanas flying out of their trees
Falling out of their trees.
because it's warm there. They fall out of here,
Oh, no, a poor iguana.
but then they're fine. They warm up and they get up.
I
and
heard a
walk away.
horrible thing about the iguanas.
Oh no.
Do you want to hear it?
No,
Okay.
because I like iguanas.
I do too.
I did read something the other day that there was places where they're saying when the iguanas fall, you can safely grab them and bring them to some shelter that's run by the state, and they will make sure they're rehoused in an area that's safe for them after they thaw out.
Okay, that's not what I heard today.
I don't want to hear the bad thing.
Okay.
Mine was good. Mine is saving them.
You're right. But they're also considered pests down there.
I know.
Nuisances,
yes.
if you will. And there was a rule that was
I just said I don't want to
to
know, and you keep talking. I'll remember that the next time that there's a dog story that you don't want to hear, and I will.
I like iguanas too. I
But
was
then
very
the dogs
sad.
are considered pests to some people.
No.
the dogs.
I like iguanas too. And if it were me, I would go up to the Sam's Club and get a bunch of totes, and I would rescue iguanas and put them someplace where they can be safe, so that when they thaw out, they can run free into happy iguana land.
Free.
Run free, run free, little iguanas, run.
So it is cool for Florida. Very cold. Actually, it's probably one of the coldest days in Florida in a long time. 2 days ago.
2 days ago, yeah. So we knew there's a freeze advisory again for tonight, but Sunday overnight there was a big old to do. Like they were telling people to like cover your plants
Yeah,
if
Saturday
you have
to
'em.
Sunday was really scary for a lot of people here because they
Yeah.
never experienced that.
No, and it's funny, like from us being from the north, this is like no biggie. And like so when you go into the area of our subdivision, there's 2 like waterfalls.
Right.
And somebody had posted in our Facebook group icicles on the actual sign. And then people were posting from the parks, like different fountains and
Right.
things. iced over, which is
Universal's
weird.
big globe had icicles.
Yeah, the
on
big
that.
universal globe had icicles underneath,
Right.
which is very rare. You got to understand. It is very rare to see that here. Now up north that is like a typical Tuesday or whatever.
They shut the water off, so that doesn't happen up north. But it was funny because all the people that were reporting, what do I do about my sprinklers? Should I shut them off so no water goes through my sprinklers? And what about my pool? Should I leave it running? Now, up north, they don't have that issue because at this time of year, the pools are drained or brought down halfway so that they can freeze over or whatever.
Yeah, usually after Labor Day, it's like kind of a rule of thumb that sometime in September you close your pool. My parents have a really big pool in their yard, and my dad usually about mid-September,
Yeah.
depending on the weather.
Yeah.
But-
yeah, if it gets cold, he shuts it a little bit.
But it's weird because, like, I know for me, like when we lived up north in September, I was ready for pumpkins and fall
Right.
and flannel shirts and all that, even if it was warm. So I kind of didn't want to go in the pool because it didn't feel right.
Right.
It just felt wrong to be in the pool in September.
And now you're like, I'm still wearing shorts in September.
Yeah, I know. Now it's like we're still sweating it
And
out.
October and November.
And November. But yeah, so people are kind of flipping out here because there is ice actually in places. And I saw Sunday overnight people that actually saw flurries
Right.
and some snow. And I really wanted it to be in Central Florida, like where we are, because I would have run out and I'd have videotaped that. I'd have been trying to catch it. I love snow. Now, I know that people got too much snow up north. I totally get that.
Right.
But I never minded snow. I don't like wet snow.
Right.
And I don't like cold rain. Cold rain is the worst. It's awful.
I think it would have been funny to go around to some of our neighbors, though, that are never been out of Florida during this time of year and just like sprinkle like all purpose flour all over their grass.
Flour.
And if they try to wash it away, it turns into like glue.
Yeah, it'd be
'cause
like
they had the water.
It would be like paste.
Yeah, but you just put the flour all over their yards and just leave it.
Okay, we're not doing that, by the way.
How did you get all that snow in your yard?
We're not doing that, by the way.
That'd be funny.
Or just take ice cubes and throw out there. Like, oh my gosh.
Just start melting them at their front door. Like,
right?
what is that?
What is that? No. And what's weird is I think a lot of our neighbors are from someplace up
Yeah.
north because not every, but a lot of people down here, especially in our area around the Disney area, are from other places. You don't see a lot of native Floridians.
Right.
Not in our area anyway.
Our neighbor across here, our new neighbor Corey, he sent me a message yesterday. He's like, "Did we move away from this?"
Yeah, there's like ice.
And just to let people know how cold it is, Scott has long pants on.
Scott put pants on, y'all.
Yeah, that's see, you know how they do like the weather? They're like, that's 3 sunshines or whatever it is today.
Scott put pants on.
Got pants on. That's long pants on. That should be. I put pants on every day. You need to correct that because you always say Scott put pants on. Scott has pants on every day. Otherwise, Scott would be in a lot of trouble legally if he didn't.
Scott wore pants.
Scott wears long pants today, which is rare. I hated doing it, but I had to go to the store after I dropped off Aiden, and it was still like 32 degrees out, so I put pants.
So yesterday it was cold, and he comes walking in the room, and he has his Detroit Red Wings sweatshirt on, and he had red sweatpants on. So he was just a big like red vision.
I look like Santa Claus.
And he walked in the room, and it was odd to see. Like you had to see your legs covered, I guess you could say.
And this is the most in Florida I've had to do it this year because when
yeah.
I was at Festival of the Arts a couple weeks ago, I had to wear long pants because it was so cold that day.
It was cold that morning.
And then yesterday when we got up on Sunday, it was really cold. Even Ava went to go outside, and usually she'll wander around the grass. Nope, Ava went out, did her business, came running right back.
She
to the
does
door.
not want to go out there. She goes like quick potty and then right back to the door. Right back to the door. And usually she likes to go out there and sniff blades of grass,
Not yesterday.
sunbathe a little bit. But yeah, she just kind of didn't want to.
Can't blame her. I wouldn't want to walk around out there anyway.
No, not really.
So Saturday, we didn't do much at all this past week. We did watch the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we did watch that.
Yeah, it was good.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, I've seen better ones.
I've seen better. But yeah, it was on in the afternoon. So we did nothing this weekend.
We
were home
for the whole week.
all weekend.
Actually, we were home all week.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that. Sidebar. I was thinking about that because, all right, follow me for 1 minute.
I'll follow.
Okay, follow. So I saw, you know how you just open social media and you see something? It's not necessarily that you were looking for, but bang, just there it is.
I guess.
Okay. And somebody had posted, oh, happy February, by the way. It's my birthday month. And my birthday's on Friday the 13th this year. People keep talking about Friday the 13th. I'm like, that's my birthday.
I know Jason's gonna knock at the door.
And maybe Michael Myers, but unless he's at Paula's house in Michigan.
Friday the 13th is Jason Voorhees.
Well, I know, but it could be all the scaries.
It could be.
Scream guy come out. You know, like
Terrifier.
no Terrifier.
I'm gonna call somebody at Universal and see if I can get one of the Art the Clowns to come and knock on the door.
All the scaries come out.
Yeah.
Okay, what was my point? Oh, okay. So what I saw on a reel, and it was somebody who was like, here's my January in like I don't know how many seconds, okay?
Okay.
And there was all kinds of stuff that they did like out of the house.
Okay. Well, yeah, people do go outside of the house.
Right? And I felt like the biggest loser because we didn't do that much. And granted, we work from home, so we have to work every single day. We don't have 9 to 5 hours. We have like from the time we open our eyes till the time we go to bed.
And we don't have weekends ever.
No. But the whole point is we should get out of the house more.
Yeah.
And but I saw that and I was like, God, I'm like, well, my January reel would be really short.
Well, yesterday I wanted to go ride Dinosaur. I really did, being it was the last day of Dinosaur Animal Kingdom, but I was not about to go stand outside for 4 hours in the cold to ride it.
Yeah, so I looked at the wait time for Dinosaur yesterday. It was like early afternoon, and I'm not good at math. So it was like I forget what it was. I gave Scott, I'm like, how long is this in hours?
You said like 2 hour, or you said like 200 and I want to say, I think you said 45 minutes or something like that. 245 minutes. And
I don't know, but whatever it was, it ended up being 4 hours, like over 4 hours. And then we were like, and mind you, it was cold yesterday.
Yeah.
So we're like, do we really want to go out in the cold and stand in line for 4 hours?
Part of me did. Part of me, if it would have been a normal weather day in Florida for February 1st, I probably would have done it. But being that it was so cold, because you can't stand out in the cold that long. It will send pain through your entire body.
Yeah. I'm part of the reason we have no life. But anyway.
I didn't want to go stand out there by myself in the cold waiting to ride the ride.
I couldn't do it for 4 hours. My attention span is awful, as you can tell by these shows that we do. I'm all over the board. Like I'm getting twitchy just thinking about having to stand in line for 4 hours. Like I will take my memories of Dinosaur and I will hold them close to my heart. But I am not going to go stand in line for 4 flipping hours.
I think the last time we rode it, we were at a media event. Because I remember it was me, you, and Jeremiah that rode it. I think it was after Bug's Life. Has it been that long since we rode it? Since Bug's Life closed?
Has it been?
I think that was the last time we rode Dinosaur, because remember Jeremiah's like, hey, let's go ride Bug's Life because it's closing soon also, which we still had a lot of time, but I'm glad we went and rode it that day because we didn't go back to ride it again.
My gosh. Well, here nor there. You know what? Yeah.
And that will lead to our discussion later, because that's a perfect example of one of the things about, because you always think, oh, I'll just go back tomorrow or I'll go back next week.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We knew that it was ending. And I had said to you for the past couple of weeks, we need to go and ride Dinosaur. We need to go ride Dinosaur. And I was kind of afraid to ride it because in my head, all the jerking around.
Oh yeah, that one was a lot.
Might. But I was willing to, try and figure I'll deal with the consequences when we get off. But that ride, it was always really bumpy on my back. I mean, I know you love it, but I would have to put my hands on the bars in front of me and like make my arms as tight as I could and brace myself because it would throw me around.
Yeah, that's why that ride was always so hard to film.
Oh, for
even
sure.
if you had a camera that could film in the dark really well, it was very hard to hold your arms still to film it.
I have to believe somewhere on our YouTube channel over the years we have some dinosaur footage.
Oh, we have quite a few videos. You can tell my progression of my iPhone over the years.
The old ones are sucky.
The old ones you can barely see it, and then some of the newer ones, because I learned how to change the lighting effect. You could actually see a little bit better. But I'm gonna miss Dinosaur. I know it's just getting a new theming, a new overlay, basically with Indiana Jones. But I also think it's gonna be a completely different ride experience, which most of them are when you redo all that. So I will miss Dinosaur. I will miss some of the scenes in that. Just some of the parts. So it's kind of sad that's going away.
Yeah. And you know what I do hope though?
Now it's not sad enough that I'm gonna do a petition and go chain myself to the front doors.
Save Dinosaur.
Save Dinosaur.
There's got to be a change.org out there somewhere.
I'm sure there is.
My hope when they redo it is they use their magic to make the tracks a little smoother.
They might do that, and there'll be an Easter egg to it somewhere, which would actually fit dinosaurs and Indiana Jones. They can kind of do something with.
I hope that they do. Maybe put the iguanodon somewhere.
Something. I think that would be kind of cool if they did something like that, just a little nod to the ride.
Or like Indiana Jones somewhere should say, "Let's go get that dino."
Seeker should be in like the opening video if there's another one.
Oh my gosh! See, we have ideas. Disney, call us.
Call us.
But yeah,
call me maybe.
Call me maybe. I'll miss it, but you know what? I'm almost to the point of like just relinquishing like whatever at this point because here's the thing. I have a point. Like I'm not trying to. I'm trying to say what I want to say without making other people feel bad.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying...
Wow, that must mean it's really bad.
No. I'm not saying it in a derogatory way or I'm trying to hurt anybody's feelings because I would never do that.
Okay.
But,
well, it depends who it is.
Well, okay. There's some people I want to hurt your feelings. No, I can't because then I would feel bad. But anyway.
I'll do it.
So I can't be to the point anymore where I am going to get really upset about them removing something because when it comes down to it, when push comes to shove, it does not matter if I'm upset. It does not matter if 100,000 of us are upset. Disney's going to do what Disney's going to do. So I guess I just, instead of like fighting it, to the point of acceptance. Like, okay, I have good memories there. I have great memories of our kids when they were little at, Dino Land. And I'll always cherish those memories, and I have photos and I have things, but I can't.
It's not like you could recreate them now.
I couldn't because my sons are taller than me now. It's like we could try, but I don't think it'll work. But memories are what they are, and progression happens.
Yeah.
And Disney is going to keep changing stuff, whether people want it or not. Right. And honestly, I feel, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. I feel that Animal Kingdom needed a facelift, like so bad.
I agree.
And Dino Land just made the most sense.
To start there, yeah, and see what else you're gonna.
What else?
I don't know what else they're gonna do. I mean, you have Pandora, but to me, I'm not a huge fan of Avatar.
I know.
So I don't really care about Pandora.
I've never even seen the movies. I just think the land is cool.
It's okay, but once you've seen it multiple times, it's like, okay,
well,
it's not a big deal anymore. It's not open at night to see the
that
luminous.
Is the dumbest thing ever.
It's so stupid. So you can't see what they created the park to be at nighttime. It's gone.
Well, and if you go in the wintertime, you can see it for like a half hour.
Yeah, that's about it. So Dinosaur is now gone. You lost the rides that were in Chester and Hester's Dinorama.
I don't think anybody really cares.
No, but then, so you have Everest, which is still, a lot of people love Everest. I used to love it. Now, for some reason, I just have a hard time going backwards.
Which is weird because you went on Hagrid's last week and you went backwards.
It affected me a little. Actually, it did affect me a little.
And that the backwards on Hagrid's at Universal is way longer.
You know what I think it is, though? Because the backwards on Everest is you're going backwards, but you're also going backwards up a hill.
Oh,
and there's something about that throws me off. So Hagrid's did bother me a little bit, but not as bad as Everest did last time I rode that. But then you have the water ride, Cali River Rapids, which I've never ridden.
I've never went on it because I don't like soggy shorts.
I hate getting wet in the park and then walking around all day like that. So
nope.
I never rode it.
Nope.
I do like going back to Rafiki's Planet Watch. That's fun, but it's not really a ride. It's just an area to go check out. It's no different than taking the trek to see the lion or tigers,
the gorillas,
or
stuff,
all that stuff. You still have the safari, which is still great, which was another good thing at nighttime, which they got rid of that.
Yeah,
The
this is all like pre-COVID.
Tree of Life, It's a Bug's Life was okay. The new one is just the same show
alright.
rethemed.
It's all
I
right.
mean, it's not like a whole new show. It's kind of like what they're going to do in Indiana Jones and Dinosaurs. They're just going to take what's there, put a new theme over it, and say, "Here you go."
Same thing with Muppets over at Rock and Roller Coaster.
Same thing they did with Splash from Tiana's. I mean, it's still the same track, the same everything. It's the same ride, just with different.
Isn't that kind of phoning it in a
animatronics.
little bit, though? I
Huh?
mean, isn't that kind of phoning it in a little
It
bit?
kind of is to me. It's kind of like the
if they
live
can
action
get
movies.
something done in like 6 months, then you shut up. You know,
You got what I said.
I did. If they can like take an attraction in like 6 months, all of a sudden we got a new ride. Okay, no, it's not.
Walt could have built half a Disneyland in that time.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's same but different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think, and you know what else? I'm gonna say something that might be controversial.
Say it.
I never liked Restaurantosaurus. I don't like their
No.
food. I remember when they used to have a little tiny like toppings bar,
Right.
and then all of a sudden it became like salt and pepper and sweetener.
Well, that's what they all became, though. I mean, Cosmic Rays is really kind of the same thing, also. That it
There's just
became
like-
that, and then Pecos Bills, they kind of ripped that one out too. So the places where we had condiment bars, they ripped them to shreds, and they're like, "Here's the red gold ketchup and the dips and salt, pepper, and
Just
sweetener."
couldn't help yourself, could you?
No.
You couldn't help yourself. It always goes back to the ketchup.
See, I wanted to see if anybody else would catch it, and you kind of you pointed it out so everybody hears it. I purposely said red gold to see if anybody caught it.
I
We're gonna
caught
play
it.
We're gonna play a game now every week.
Where can you insert the
Where
ketchup
can I insert red
complaint?
gold into the complaint? And if you catch it, email us and let us know what
Yeah,
number.
exactly. Like where Scott's, complaint department of red gold.
We'll do
ketchup.
nasty chicken,
Oh yeah, gross, nasty. Like
chicken covered in red gold sauce. That's gonna be the new.
Ew.
That's gonna be the chicken cacciatore they're gonna come out with. Red
that
gold
is a
covered
nightmare. Didn't they serve that at Restaurantosaurus?
chicken. They might have. I have no idea. Restaurant store was never my favorite at all. But
I
you know what?
I like the pizza one better.
I like Pizza Fari also better. But I think Animal Kingdom just needs a complete overhaul. And I mean complete overhaul. Like shut the park down for 7 months to a year. Fix everything.
Fix it all.
You have enough people. Go in there. Fix it all. This isn't a freeway
Fine-tune it.
place that's going to take 3 years to fix. Just go in there, fix it. Fix the rides. Fix whatever you need to. Fix the damn Yeti. Yes, I said that because it's like
Fix the Yeti.
I am so tired of knowing there's a fan blowing on the Yeti.
It's Disco
and
Yeti.
disco lights.
Disco lights.
Fix it once and for all, because that's what Joe Rohde said. He was not going to retire till he fixed it, and then he was kind of forced to retire, but now he's kind of back. So it's like, let him fix it.
Fix the Yeti. I'm gonna get a
Fix the
petition.
Yeti. That's a petition that they need to start because that will be signed by every Disney.
Yeah, but
fan
don't they have to
ever.
take like half the ride apart?
They have to dismantle the entire ride because the way they built the mountain and the way they built the track and the way they built the Yeti, they have to. I heard something. They have to take apart the mountain. Then they have to take apart the track. Then they have to take apart the Yeti to fix it. Then they have to put the Yeti back, put the track back, put the mountain back.
Okay, I have a question.
Just tear it down and restart.
Wasn't that in hindsight poor planning? Because didn't anybody on their team say,
What if it breaks?
What if the Yeti breaks? Like, there's got to be a way that somebody can take their tool belt and go climb the Yeti and figure out what is wrong. I mean, you
Right.
would figure. So Imagineers are brilliant people.
They are, but I think they built it planning that this is gonna be the new way to build it. Because it's
And
gonna
there's
save
not going to
time
be any
build
malfunctions. I mean,
Right.
that's not okay. If you have a friggin' huge snow guy,
it. The largest animatronic to that date.
okay, but he
created.
doesn't even count as he's a statue now.
He is a statue.
Like if you have this big snow dude and he's huge and it is imperative for that ride for him to move. Wouldn't you think that somebody would have a plan? Somebody.
I got it. Let's tear it all down, rebuild it. We'll put the abominable snowman in there now instead of the Yeti. And
That's
they
the
will
same.
No, and they will have him throw water at you, so it looks like he's throwing snow at you as you fly by.
Like you get whipped with like crushed ice.
There you go. Crushed ice from Restaurantosaurus.
Which is no, you can't. It's gone.
Oh.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. I'm not. I'm anyway. My whole point of it all was I'm not sad about Restaurantosaurus. I just like it's gonna be weird. Like somebody posted today, like things covered up with like burlap.
Right.
Like the signs and everything.
Well, and that's the whole thing, because is there still going to be a way to get around? I mean, I think there'll probably be that one area that brings you around the Rivers of Light Arena.
Another thing that went bust. So, man, Animal Kingdom, get your beep together.
This is why I'm not a fan of Animal Kingdom, because it costs the same amount if the 7 rides are running or not.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Like,
We are totally ripping on Animal Kingdom today.
I've never been. You can honestly.
I
and I've
know.
made it blatantly clear. I
It's
have
your least
never been a
favorite
fan.
park. I know.
You know what? It's beyond least favorite. I would rather go to a Six Flags park than go to Animal Kingdom.
Now I'm going to swear, damn, that's bad. Okay, you know what? But I always loved Animal Kingdom, and it makes me kind of sad that the back is all just dirt piles and whatevers. But
It's got the best theming of all the 4 parks. I will give them that.
I love the idea of Animal
They
Kingdom.
have some of the best entertainment of all 4 parks.
Sure they do.
But they're just missing
They're missing the mark.
the Nemo show. You hate that.
Boring. Oh
Yeah,
my
you
God,
don't like that.
so
You never have.
boring.
Um,
And it lasts like 20 minutes too long.
But
It's like 25 minutes.
when they said we're going to be open at night, everybody was excited because it's a whole new Animal
Oh,
Kingdom at night.
sure.
New experiences, new things, great things to do and see. And then COVID happened, and it said, you know what?
Forget this.
Forget this. We're going to shut it all down. We're not going to do the nighttime thing.
And the nighttime thing made it more special, if you ask me.
It did.
Even the kids liked going to Animal Kingdom at night because to see Pandora all lit up, to see the tree doing its thing.
The safari was
The
better at
nighttime safari, even though it was a bit cheesy, was cool.
Mhm.
There's different things that they did over the years that made Animal Kingdom more special.
Right.
I feel like right now they're not really trying. And I'm wondering if it's because, they have this big build-up for this whole new area. And I know how you feel about the new area.
I'm not even putting down the new area, but it's a carousel. It's a water
There's a
ride.
ride.
It's like the Encanto ride is going to be like 3 Caballeros, I'm guessing. And then
You don't know
and then
that.
you got and then you've got the retheming of Dinosaur as Indiana Jones.
Okay, I'll take it.
So what are we getting new? We're getting a 3 Caballeros ride, which is a 6-minute wait at Epcot most
Oh
times.
my God.
You get
This
a
will be longer
carousel.
because it's in Kanto,
You get a carousel,
which
but
is going to be cool.
is it going to be like the one at Epic? Because that's a cool carousel.
No, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, this one's going to be an
It's
actual.
going to be probably like the
old school carousel.
carousel one over at Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, the one at Epic is awesome.
Epic.
No, that one is just so cool the way that
I
carousel
know.
runs. And Dinosaur, it's just a retheme. They're not going to tear apart the track and redo the track.
See,
Unless
I'm
they send you backwards.
excited.
I'm not.
Okay, so here's the thing. We have to have hope, Atwood. We have to have hope that this is going to be better.
But hope goes based on good things that you've had hope for in the past.
Oh my God, you're being negative.
Next time you go on Tiana's, tell me how many of the animatronics don't work.
Okay, maybe we should move on from the subject. Okay, anyway, what else?
On the news.
Oh my God.
No, and we do
Sorry.
love Disney, but I refuse to be one of those that's just going to sit there and say they're great about everything, because there are certain things that, they need to be addressed and they need to be brought up into attention, and we have a position where we can do that.
Okay, yes, at least you know that we're not going to sugarcoat and lie. But
Get rid of the red gold.
oh my God, the ketchup. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, anyway. After the show last week, we made our first guest announcement for the House Mouse Expo.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that because I
Yeah.
was stuck in Animal Kingdom.
So we announced the Lawrence brothers, Joey, Matthew, and Andrew Lawrence will all be attending the House Mouse Expo.
Ooh.
And if you stay past the news today, we're going to announce another guest.
Oh my God.
And I bet you nobody's guessed this. This
No.
guest is on nobody's bingo card.
Nobody's bingo card, but it's
None.
a good one.
Busch Gardens Tampa Bay unveiled their 2026 concert series for their festival that's coming. Did you see this one at all?
I didn't. Actually, it wasn't bad.
No, they've done really good. I'm again, it's kind of like Universal and SeaWorld where they have a lot of these artists. They're only there for the one night.
Yeah.
So it's much easier to fly in somebody, come in for one night.
It's more relevant.
perform. Yeah, and then they're out of there. So they had some pretty good guests on that list. Introducing the Lion King Celebration in the Sky, the new fireworks show on the Disney Adventure.
Which probably we'll never see because it's
We
going to be
probably-
in Singapore.
I always think of Singapore.
Singapore.
Oh, they said it in Pirates.
In Pirates,
3.
yes.
World's End. Season 2 of Disney Junior's Ariel, The Little Mermaid, splashes onto Disney Plus Wednesday, January 28th, so that already happened. So the
Okay.
new Ariel
show, yeah.
show. Disney Afternoon Collection is going to be heads to the Nintendo Switch and the Switch 2, and also with 2 new games. So this date has not been announced that I believe yet, but it's something new for Switch players that they're
Okay.
getting the Disney Afternoon, which basically was the House of Mouse Expo last time.
Okay.
Because we had all the afternoon people. Dinosaur and Animal Kingdom closing this weekend, which we've already addressed.
It did.
So we talked a lot about that. What to know about the Disneyland After Dark events, Disney Channel and more that were coming to Disneyland Resort.
Okay.
Correct. You put that out last week.
I think so.
Disney California Adventure celebrates their 25 years.
Wow. I love that
25
park.
I love that park. That's probably, of the 6 U.S.-based parks, that one is my favorite. And it has nothing to do with Avengers Campus. Yes, it does.
Maybe a little bit.
Everything.
I love.
But it's a good park.
I love Pixar.
Pixar's Pier is awesome.
Pixar Pier is awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's very cool. Then we did a secondary blog though about the Pixar Pal Around bucket, popcorn bucket.
I want that. If anybody out there is going to be there and can get me that bucket, I want it.
It's gonna light up. It's gonna do all kinds of things.
Because I love that wheel.
Yeah,
I mean okay, so I take a lot of pictures of the castle.
Yeah.
At Magic Kingdom, but when we are at California Adventure, I take a ton of pictures of that wheel.
You do. You take.
I love it
Yeah.
so much. So if anybody wants to get me at my birthday again, February 13th.
Yeah, if you go through her phone, it's Cinderella Castle, the Pixar Pal Around wheel, and Ava. Those are the most pictures you have of your phone.
And my dog.
And her dog. Sad news came out this week. Catherine O'Hara passed away.
I was crushed.
You were.
Because I love her. When I came flying downstairs to tell you when I saw it, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't believe it. I literally gasped. And I don't gasp about much.
You don't.
And writing that up, like when somebody passes away, we have to write up something.
Right.
And, you always want to do it with tact. And I think I and not put your personal opinion in there, but this one I said in there, I'm so sad. And it's not even like really a Home Alone. It's like Beetlejuice. Her
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas. She's Sally in shock.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing, what really got me was Danny Elfman, who was Jack Skellington, put out
Singing voice
of Jack Skellington, put out the video of him and Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens, and her singing "Kidnap the Santa Claus."
Yeah.
And that I love that when they put it out every year. But he put it out. He put out video of her and him singing in the studio as Jack and Sally.
Yes.
And then he put out the 3 of them singing. And when he put out the 3 of them singing, just to know that that 2 of the 3 are gone, makes my heart just break. This was a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
This was a tough one, and nobody knew she was sick.
No, she knew about it for years, but she didn't.
Well,
she,
they
her
haven't.
diagnosis.
They haven't said exactly. So she has that condition where her heart was on the other side, her organs were flipped. But they said that it was a short illness that she had in addition to, but they haven't said. And they posted a photo of her from a couple months ago, and she was so thin. So people are guessing it was cancer, it was something. But she was only 71. And gone way, way too soon. And my heart is broken because she was absolutely one of my favorites. I always thought she was so cool. And I loved her as Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice.
Was that her last movie, Part 2, Beetlejuice 2? I know she was on Schitt's Creek.
Yeah. I'm not sure, to be honest.
I wonder if that was her last movie. I
because
don't know.
that was out, last year?
Last year or the year before, I can't remember.
Yeah. And
but I don't remember seeing any other movies she had done.
I'm not 100% sure, but I always thought she was super cool, and she will be missed for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So next after that, sorry, I clicked something and went off my screen. Let me go back here. Next thing was Gideon's Bakehouse February lineup was announced for their cookies for the month of February.
Cookies and cake and coffee and new merchandise. So check that out.
Always new stuff at Gideon's.
Always new stuff. And
Get
the line is
now.
always there.
Get in line now.
Get in line now.
So you can be there before March 1st.
We never stand in line.
We never. We've never been in that building.
We are so bad.
Yeah. But you know what? The cookies at Summer House are better.
Oh my God,
In
this
my
is about
opinion.
Gideon's. Okay, yeah, new stuff at Gideon's.
Netflix Stranger Things Tales from '85 trailer dropped today.
It did, and I'm a little disappointed because it's an animated series and it
Right.
doesn't have the original actors.
Oh, it
but
doesn't? I
No,
didn't read the article. so I
no,
didn't know.
you didn't read
Okay.
my article. No, but then again, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. They kind of sound like the original characters, but I think people just don't want to let Stranger Things go. So
Yeah.
maybe it'll do good.
It could very well. And you know what? With the animation though, they can carry that on without the kids getting older and older and older.
That's true.
So
That's
it's
true.
something they can carry on. Universal's Mardi Gras starts this weekend. Their International Flavors at Carnival starts this weekend, which I love this. This is
I
such
love
a
Mardi Gras at
fun
Universal.
party at Universal. I would like to get over this weekend if we can.
Yeah,
To see it all.
get me
It's
out of the
so much
house.
fun. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing, as Sean says, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Seth Rogen and more celebrate the return of the Muppet Show.
Yeah, so they are really hyping up the
They
return of the Muppet Show, which I believe is February 4th. And it's going to be on Disney Plus and all that happy stuff. So, yeah,
Love the Muppets.
I know you do.
Ew. It's time to never. Dr. Seeker Wallace Langham bids farewell to dinosaur today at Animal Kingdom. So
I wrote that today. So the cast members, I actually spoke to the cast member that posted the photo. I messaged him to make sure it was okay. I used the picture and I talked to him a little bit. And he had said, it's on the article too, so spoiler alert, but that the cast members this morning were told to kind of like come in early and like gather around to get pictures with dinosaur while they still could, like, you know, with the background.
Right.
And so the guy who played Dr. Seeker in the the pre-show.
Right. The pre-show
was
with
there.
Felissa Rashad. I can't remember.
Yeah, Felicia Rashad was Dr. Marsh.
Right. Oh, Dr. Marsh.
Yeah. So yeah, super cool.
That is really cool that he came back to do that.
Yeah, and it was a surprise for cast members.
Oh, for sure. Okay, so that is all the news for this week. That's all the news we have. It wasn't a lot of big news this past week.
No, not really, but man, we talked a whole lot.
We talked a whole lot before that news hit. But now that brings us to our discussions. And just like we said, every week we're going to give you guys a little update on House of Mouse Expo 2026.
Yes, we are.
That is going to be coming to the Wyndham Lake Buena Vista at Disney Springs, July 31st through August 2nd, which now I feel a lot of pressure because we're in February. When it was January, I was like, oh, I got plenty of time. And now February's here.
No
February being the quickest month of the year. I'm like, no, it's getting here too fast. And I got lots of work to do still.
You kind of do, but no pressure.
No pressure at all. So we do have another guest announcement coming this evening that we're going to announce.
We do.
And we've had some people try to guess on the socials.
We have, and they're all wrong.
I know somebody guessed Dr. Seeker.
Yeah, they did, and then somebody's like, "Is it the jeans guy from Star Wars?" And I have no idea who
I'm
the
trying to
jeans
figure out who the
guy.
jeans guy
Who wears jeans in Star Wars?
I can't figure that one out.
And you like Star Wars?
I know, and they said the jeans guy, and it's probably, when I think about it, I'll probably, that one. I'll probably get it.
Yeah, we don't know who that is, so
I have no idea
it's
who
a
it
definite
is.
no on that one.
No, it's a no on that
What
one.
you mean?
But what I will say is what this guest, is most known for absolutely is the person I can't wait to meet.
Yes. So even though he has a ton of Disney credits,
He does. And I guess we've announced he is a he.
he's a he, has a ton of Disney credits, but in addition to that, he played a famously iconic role in something non-Disney that Scott is a super fan of.
I am. And
You should see his face right now.
oh my
He's all
God, I'm so excited.
He's so excited.
So, Seinfeld is one of my absolute favorite shows of all, if not
We watch it
my
like
favorite
all
show.
week.
I watch it anytime I can see it on TV. I watch it.
Anytime.
And so when I had Lee Ehrenberg come to the show,
Yes.
I was very excited because he played Mike on the show, The Bookie.
Like the bookie.
And it was just so cool to sit there and talk with him about Seinfeld. So when this guest came up and I knew he had Disney credit, I'm like, oh, I can get him. And I know a lot of people are probably out there going, oh, it's a Wayne Knight. No. I so wish we could bring in Newman. Maybe next year.
Maybe.
I have to start planning that one now because there's a lot of Seinfeld people who have Disney credits.
They
And
do.
It's crazy how many. I mean, even George, Elaine.
I know. Not Jerry, though.
Not Jerry that I know of, but he did make a B movie, which was Universal, so I could kind of float
Somewhere in there, I don't know, but Jerry Seinfeld would probably be very expensive to bring to the
He
show.
would just come 'cause
and
he's
he
a
probably
friend.
wouldn't come.
He's a friend. That's all we'll just say. I've
Yeah,
watched
okay,
a lot of his shows.
sure.
So anyway, back to this this guest. So this gentleman played Jay Peterman.
Jay Peterman, Elaine's boss.
Elaine's boss. John O'Hurley will be making his debut to the House of Mouse Expo 2026, July 31st through the 2nd of August, and I am over the moon excited to meet him.
Yes, he is. And yes, so Mr. Peterman, I think a lot of Seinfeld people are going to want to get his autograph too. But let's talk about some of his. He is a Disney person.
I guess if you want to talk about those credits, you can.
We can talk about Disney.
So one of the things out in Disneyland, he's actually a part of Buzz Lightyear Star Command. He's a character in that series, but he is also the safety spiel for the Buzz Lightyear ride out in California.
Okay.
He's done it, which I think is kind of cool. Kind of the way somebody, David Puddy, is the safety spiel for Soren.
Okay. Also who's on Seinfeld.
Also on Seinfeld.
Aha, look at that.
So that's kind of cool. He's been on Kim Possible.
He's been on Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes.
House of Mouse, which oddly he's come into the House of Mouse Expo now. He's got a lot of credits, and we're actually going to be pushing out a blog here with a lot more information. He was in SpongeBob SquarePants.
He was Triton in SpongeBob.
Yes. So
he was also on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
He was a host of
Family Feud
Family
was the
Feud.
biggest one he did for quite a few years. He's also the host of the American Kennel Club Pet Show every year. The pet.
I didn't know that.
Animal. Yeah, he is the main host, and I think it's a lot of times because of his voice.
He's got a very interesting voice, and if you go to the houseofmouseexpo.com, there's a lot of Disney credits there. Probably things that I didn't even know. He hosted the Candlelight Processional.
Yes.
There's all kinds of Disney credits there. Go read them because I was shocked how much he's done with Disney. So we're excited to have him. I'm sure he's going to be a very interesting guest. I'm sure his panel will be very interesting.
I have to do that panel.
You know what? You have to take time and host that panel because it would be something like I got to do my Hocus Pocus.
Right.
You need to do that one.
I've hosted with Lou Ferrigno, the Incredible Hulk. John O'Hurley to me is more exciting.
Mr. Peterman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dave Peterman. So make sure you come out to the Wyndham Lake Buena Vista, July 31st through August 2nd. He will be there all 3 days of the show. He will be signing at his table, autographs all weekend long. He will be signing any autographs. I'm sure he's going to have a plethora of different photo options, of picture options on the table for you. He'll also be doing photo ops and things like that. So all you Seinfeld fans, make sure you come out and say hi to John O'Hurley.
And the other Phineas and Ferb fans and
the other fans
everything else. Yes.
Yes, very excited.
Forgetting about the Disney part. See, he's so excited. He's forgetting this man has Disney credits.
I just need to do a Seinfeld con.
Oh my gosh. All right, one thing at a time.
That'd be
sir.
the best.
One thing at a time.
So,
John O'Hurley, yay.
Yes, John O'Hurley, and we'll be putting out more news, which will come out at 8:00. But this will probably be out before 8:00. So if you hear this and you fast forward really quick, you could know before we actually drop the news on social.
Or if you listen to this on Thursday, then it's irrelevant.
Then you've already known.
You already know.
That's not news. They told us that back a couple days ago. Anyway, so the discussion this week is something you came up with.
I did.
And you wanted to say. Discussion was what it's like living 10 minutes from Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
So I'll let you go ahead and explain what you...
Okay, my thought came from... Okay, so when I wrote my book, Moving to Main Street, USA, shameless plug,
Available on Amazon.
I was asked what it was like to, move our whole family and move to Disney. And I did that.
Right.
However... that so much has happened since that book came out in 2017. And oh my God. And so much has happened since then that would be way more fun than what I wrote about.
Oh yeah.
And
you could write 3 more books.
Oh my God, I could write so much more. You have no idea. I just need time for it. But I guess I've seen I'm all over the place, but I have a point.
You're excited about John O'Hurley. I know.
I know.
Pull it in.
I see so many people in comment sections different places saying, I wonder what it would be like to live by Disney.
Mhm.
I wonder what it would be like to have the theme parks like right there. And a lot of people, it's their dream. I know at one point it was mine
Right.
to live close to the theme parks because I wanted to make that a career.
Right.
And there's some people that just want to be close by just because.
Right. They're super fans that want to be
Super
close to
fans, of
Disney.
course. And I remember when we first moved here, taking the boys to school, we had to drive on Disney property.
Right.
So we drove under the Walt Disney World sign every day. And it was, we still drive it all the time because
drive it all the
we're on one side of Disney property. We take the roads that are there to get other places in the area. So we drive on Disney property,
Which is something
all
you
the
don't think
time.
about. I don't think till you live here that we drive through Disney all the time to get to the other side because sometimes it's quicker to go through property than it is to go around property.
It totally is. So we drive past the Walt Disney World signs, the big signs that everybody takes pictures
Yeah.
of, weekly.
Yeah.
And I guess I wanted to talk about what that's like and how it changes.
Okay.
Because so many people wonder what it would be like. So I thought we could talk about it.
Well, one thing I would say then, when we first moved here, we got really caught up in it. I think we were at Disney almost every day that first summer.
We
Some parts.
totally burnt ourselves out on Disney. And we were like that for quite some time. But let's fast forward to now.
Okay.
We've been here. It'll be 12 years this year.
Yes.
Oh
It's
my
June.
gosh. Okay. And we hear Magic Kingdom fireworks every night at 9:00.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what time they go off right now. When we lived at the other side of Disney, we would hear like Hollywood Studios fireworks when they had them.
Which were the best ones.
Whereas Scott loved those.
The Star Wars.
But now we live closer to the Magic Kingdom. We hear the fireworks.
See them at some point.
Well, yeah, you can see them from our bathroom window.
Mhm.
When you drive, there's a road that goes along the freeway. When we drive home, we can look out the window and see them if it's at time.
Right.
Sometimes you can see the lights from Epcot.
Yeah.
And I still go, ooh, when I look out the window.
It's kind of cool. It's a cool
that
thing.
part is really cool.
Yeah.
But we don't go to the parks all the time like you would think. After almost 12 years, we live next door to Disney, but we also have our real lives as well.
Right.
And our businesses just happen to be about Disney, but we don't go there for leisure very often.
Good point. Yeah.
Whenever we go, it's for work.
Right.
So if we haven't done a staycation in forever, but when we do, that feels like vacation to us. That feels like exciting Disney.
Yeah.
But on a day to day, not so much.
Yeah, and I think it's because your opinion changes. Like I was saying earlier about Dinosaur or any ride, like, oh, I can go tomorrow. We knew for
Yes.
months that Dinosaur was closing. We're like,
Yes.
you know what? We're busy this week. We'll go next week. And then next week we're busy next week. We'll go then. And then it gets to the point where it's like, okay, it closes on Sunday. Are we gonna be able to go? And then Sunday it's 30 degrees outside. It's a 4-hour wait. It's like, okay, I guess
we
we're not gonna
decide
go.
not to.
But your viewpoint changes. Where when we first moved here, we always wanted to eat at Disney.
Oh God, yeah. Now we're like, nah.
And now we're like, we'll stop at someplace on 192 and eat something because of what it costs to eat at Disney and still kind of be hungry, and it's not the greatest of options for
Roast
walk-ups. Chicken and red gold. We will find a place, someplace else to go where it might be about the same price, but we're going to be a lot fuller. It's a lot better quality. The restaurants pull you in that way. But
So the main road. When we always say 192, it's the main road. Like Margaritaville Resort is on that road. A lot of restaurants are on that
a lot
road.
of hotels.
A lot of hotels. So you can find like the Chick-fil-A, Red Robin,
Miller's.
Applebee's, Miller's, Ale House. If you don't know what that is, it's pretty good.
It's good. Go there.
But they have the McDonald's. They have Del Taco. They have Taco Bell.
IHOP in the morning. Bob Evans. There's
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel. There's all those
I
options.
love Cracker Barrel.
Of those places that you like the menu options.
And
you
they're
can go there, and they're
cheaper.
cheaper. Or
So-
they're better quality.
Yeah, see, and that's something that I would tell people. that as you live here, the what's the word? The excitement for Disney property food diminishes because you start to realize like on vacation, sure, I want to get all the I don't want to eat
Character
any
dining,
place.
yeah.
I don't want to eat any place that's not on Disney. But when you live here, you're like, you know what? That's a lot of money for chicken tenders when I can roll up to the Chick-fil-A.
Right.
You know, and Chick-fil-A is not cheap either, but
But when we're in California now, we do eat a lot on property. But the California Disney food is
it's
so much
better. But would it But would it be to us if we lived there? Would we
That's a
have
good
the
question.
same would we have the same opinion if we lived right next door to Disneyland?
Probably not. Probably not. Out there though, I'd be eating an In-N-Out burger every day because it's so cheap.
But would you
and
get
so-
tired of it?
Probably not because In-N-Out's really good. To me, it's like Chick-fil-A here. I could eat Chick-fil-A every night of the week here, and be
Until you get
fine.
burnt out. Because every once in a while we get burnt out. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's the way to look at it. Maybe we're burnt out on Disney food. But
I just
things
think-
have changed.
Yeah,
you
they've
know,
changed.
when we first moved here, it was not that expensive to eat at Disney. They had a lot of, let's go back to the toppings bar. You know, they had a lot of decent stuff that wasn't like break the bank.
Right.
And now everything is so expensive and their quality has gone down. So it's just a different way to look at it.
I remember going to Pecos Bills, and this is probably why they got rid of the fixings bar. But you could actually go up to the fixings bar, and make a salad on the side to go with whatever else you ordered.
People were doing that.
And they were doing that. And granted, that's probably why they ended up getting rid of that stuff because people would go in there, probably not even get food. Just go there and make like a lettuce, tomato
we
salad.
always
and
bought
stuff. We always
food.
bought, but I'm sure there's people who did
Or
it.
the
who just went
hot
there and
cheese.
the hot cheese sauce. They'd get fries and just dump that on it. There was all kinds of options, and that could explain why they got rid of it because people were taking too much advantage of it when they weren't buying anything else.
Well, they tried to make it a germ situation
Yeah.
because of COVID, but
Right.
then when everything went away, they just never brought that stuff back. So I
Yeah.
think it was a money thing.
Oh, I'm sure.
But you know, like we have the option, like on a Saturday, if we want to go over to Magic Kingdom and bum around and watch
Right.
fireworks.
Mhm.
But then the regular old civilian side of us is like, oh my gosh, it takes forever to get out of Magic Kingdom after fireworks. You know, so we look
Right.
at it so differently. Like so some Disney people think like the TTC and the monorail and the ferry is like part of the experience, and for us it's a drag because it takes so long.
Because I absolutely love going to see Happily Ever After.
He loves it.
It regenerates my soul that I just need sometimes. That just like gives me that push that I can do anything. And there's times when I've said to you, I need to go watch.
Yeah,
Happily Ever After."
you need a refill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll go and we'll watch it, but then we don't leave after. We've
Oh, God,
learned
no.
we've learned over the years, and that's what you will see with a lot of the locals that we know, because that's when the mass exodus of all the people who've been there since
It's a stampede of
people who've been there since rope drop. They're out.
They're out,
because their
yep.
kids are tired. They're tired. They've been out in the hot sun all day. They've rode all the rides. They've eaten this food that they're hungry and they want to get real food before they go to bed. They're running out of the parks, and that's fine. And that's when a lot of locals will stay because that's when you jump on the rides quicker. You walk through the stores without being hit by everybody with strollers and scooters and
everything else.
and balloons in the face and all this stuff. So it's, as a local, you change the way you do it all.
Yeah, when all of you guys are leaving the park, we're going the other way. And trust me, it's not easy to go against that traffic flow.
But it's so much better.
Or sometimes we'll watch the fireworks from behind the castle,
Yes.
and there's nothing back there, and then we can go right on Haunted Mansion.
Right.
But you know, before, like I would say the first few years we lived here, like we were still like all in when it came to like we didn't care about waiting, we didn't care about different things. And then now after being here for so long, and I know, and it's not just us. Like we know people, especially in the business that we are in, that don't frequent the parks as
No.
much for fun.
Right.
Like you go over there and I need a picture of this, or I need to check this out, or they changed this, and you know you want to go over and get coverage. But to actually go for funsies, it's not that often.
What's funny is a lot of us, for funsies, we go to Universal.
Yeah,
If we work Disney, we go to
kinda
Universal
do.
for our
We
fun
kinda
stuff. And I don't know why that is, because Universal's a further drive, because all of us live closer to Disney that we
I
hang out
think
with.
because, and this is okay. We're coming at it from a standpoint of Disney is our job. Maybe if we had different jobs, we would feel completely different.
Right. It'd be like saying wherever you work, let's say you work at Ford Motor Company.
Yeah.
Are you going to go there on your day off to hang out? No, because it's your job. Well, for us, going
Okay,
to
fair point.
Disney looks like our job. So even if we say we're going to go there for fun, oh, look, that's a new food item at this place. Let me
Or
get some
that's a new
pictures of
shirt,
it.
and you
That's
take
a
a
new
picture
shirt.
of
Let me
it.
get pictures. And that used to be one thing the boys used to say. It's like, you guys never stop working. And we can't. Or we'll, you know what, we're standing here. Let's record the fireworks because maybe we'll get a different angle or something.
Yeah,
that we
or
can
like
put up.
when we stayed and the water pageant goes by, I always record that. But I love the water pageant.
Right.
But I can honestly say when it is a staycation, when we're not working.
Right.
Now, if Disney puts us up at a hotel,
That's
that's work still.
Yeah.
Like even if they say, "Oh, enjoy your night tonight cuz tomorrow we're going to put you to work." No, there is no enjoy your night tonight because that we have PR reps that are watching our socials, watching our stories. And, they tell us we don't have to, but I do anyway.
Well, yeah, and I think most of us who
Do that,
we
sure.
do that because they're entrusting us to cover the events that are going to happen the next day. The least we can do is start covering what we're seeing in the parks, and that's the whole thing. We're sharing Disney, and our job is to make people want to come to Disney.
Yeah, our job is to share information and basically sell vacations.
Yeah, and that's what we're always going to do. Do we get paid to do it? No. Do we get to do some amazing stuff because of it? Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We've gotten to meet, and that's the reason we have the House of Mouse Expo, because we've gotten to meet so many of the celebrities and things that have come to our show, and so many of the vendors and things like that because of other things we've done. That's why we were able to step and try to do that and make it work.
Because we knew the ins and outs of that kind of business. Well, I'm not talking about Disney property. I'm talking about conventions and things.
Right.
But yeah, so it is different when it's your job. And I think a lot of us, when we go to Universal, we cover some Universal stuff, but we don't feel the pressure at Universal to take a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I have to fill my stories with stuff because I don't. When
Right.
you know when I go to Universal, I don't do that.
You don't worry. You might take a picture of something just because you think it's cool or something that maybe you can use later. It's not even something you'll use that day.
Right, but I don't fill my stories with stuff from Universal. I don't know. But it's so strange. If we plan a day like for my birthday, and if we go to Disney for the day, I am not working.
Right.
I'm a big kid again. We have a good time. I wear the birthday button. I get excited when cast members wish me happy birthday. I'm not working that day.
Right.
So days that I'm not working, I still feel like a big kid.
Yeah.
That Disney fan in my heart comes right back.
Right.
So I guess it just depends on the day. But I think that if you live here, you will look at it differently.
Yeah, after a time.
After a long time.
Yeah, because that first summer, we closed Magic Kingdom almost every time we went.
I loved Magic Kingdom, and we've talked about it before, how I got to stay and the cast member let me stay.
The Kiss Goodnight, you see that.
Kiss Goodnight. A lot of those things it was like brand new to us.
Right.
But now I still, you know what? Magic Kingdom at night is still magic to me.
It really
I
is.
love Magic Kingdom at night. I like the theme parks at night for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But Magic Kingdom, especially in the evening. I wish there were easier way to get in and out of there. But that's always my park of preference. Like if you say, it's a special day for whatever it is, what park? It's always Magic.
Right.
Because it is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the easiest to get in and out of? No.
No, but it is. It's my favorite nighttime park to be at.
It's the best at night. It's just beautiful. I don't know. I don't want to say that I, lose my luster for it. I just look at it differently than when we were vacationing.
That's a good way to look at it. Because when you're in vacation mode, everything is fantastic. Everything
and you want to
is
cram a
great.
bunch of stuff in.
Cram all you can. You're there from rope drop till Kiss Goodnight.
And you have to plan your week out. I gotta see this and this and this.
You don't want to miss. You don't want to regret.
No, and us as locals, like if we don't want to stay for fireworks, we can come back next week if we want to.
And that's a lot of times. If we'll look at the mansion. Oh, it's an hour wait for the mansion.
We don't want to wait for it, and we've been on the mansion like 2 million times, but it's still
Yeah.
fun every time.
It is.
But like if there's an hour wait, we don't have to wait. So I guess that's the difference. You know, people think that it's still vacation mode all the time, and at first it is, but not so much when you live here. You know, they call it jaded locals because, like you said, if there's an hour wait for something, we don't have to wait. We can come back.
Yeah, we come back, we say, oh, we'll ride it next time. And then next time you may not ride it. So you may not ride it for the next 10 times. But eventually you walk by and it's like a 20-minute wait. Like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I'll wait for that.
Yeah. Mansion's the one that we will wait somewhat if it's doesn't look too bad.
Well, it's
we'll
kind
wait
of
for
our
that one.
favorite.
It is the favorite. But then there's other rides like
We don't wait. We won't wait like for
No.
70 minutes for Tron.
I can't remember the last time we were at Space Mountain.
No, because my back kills me.
It's been a long time since we were at Space Mountain.
You know, that ride is another one that needs a little tune up.
Remember they did that years back. Probably
And it
5 or
still
6
hurt my
years ago.
back.
Yeah, it still hurt your back. So
Maybe we're just getting old. And I have a hard time because I have a bad knee getting in and out of it because it's so low. I feel like I need like somebody to help me stand up.
that's why I can't ride the Matterhorn out in Disneyland because I
Oh my
physically can't
God.
get into the cart.
No, your legs are too big for that.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, cross your leg over the other one." And I tried to do that, and then my legs were stuck, and then it sent me off, and I was in pain just because of that for the whole ride. Because I was too long. But yeah, you change the way you look at the parks definitely when you live here after a certain amount of time. At first, again, I get to do this every day. I live down the street, and I can just come in here and do whatever I want to, and my pass allows me just to come and go as I please.
Yeah, but
That's kind of cool.
But for me, in my heart, I'm still a Disney fan. We just talked about that today because you said that to me earlier. You said that deep down, doesn't matter if I get disgruntled with Disney. I don't like the chicken. You know,
You still go back.
I still go back. I'm not going to eat that chicken again. But I still, at heart, am this big, you know, I've always been this Disney kid since I was little, and I think I always will be.
Right.
And it's like I don't think there's anything that they could do. Like, they might make me mad sometimes, or I don't agree with, you know.
I heard they're taking out the Punzi potties.
Oh, you
and the
know, if they're
tower
going to
and all
put a
that.
ride, that'd be great.
They're
Um,
not. I'm just making that up.
But, you know, like, I might not agree with everything they do and some of the choices that they make, but I'm still going to go back to the park. I'm still going to be there.
Right.
We haven't been to Animal Kingdom in a while. But, you know, I'm still in it for the long haul, I guess you could say. But I hope that answers some of it does change, but it's not bad. It's just different.
Yeah, you learn how to adjust and you make the best of it then.
Yeah, you just make time to go for fun.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's not always time you can do that. I mean, there's people that live right next to Disney that only go like once a month or something. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, one more thing and then I'll stop. It is shocking to know that there are people that live in this area that don't even have Disney passes.
That is
That is a
100%
shocker.
shocking.
Whenever people say that, I'm like, what do you mean you don't have Disney passes? I just assume like everybody has it.
Or they've never been.
Or they've never been and they're
Aiden's best
10
friend doesn't have to pass. She never
She
goes.
doesn't.
Or Andrew's girlfriend. I went to say something to her. I think it was New Year's Eve or New Year's Day when they were over here, and I said something about Spaceship Earth. She had never been on Spaceship Earth,
Oh my God, we got to
Never.
change that.
and it's like because you just automatically
You
assume
just
if you live here.
assume.
I could see you've never been to SeaWorld. You've never been to Universal.
Right.
But you just assume everybody at some point,
It's been to Disney.
especially if you went to school here, because Aiden got to do a field trip to Disney one time, Magic Kingdom. To see
Yeah, they
scenes
saw
there.
how Pepper's ghost works at
Right.
Haunted Mansion. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And they had another field trip. I think it was at SeaWorld, but
Mhm.
yeah, still good, just different.
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. So that was our little discussion for this week.
Yeah.
So, by the way, if you guys ever have a discussion topic you would like us to talk about,
Yeah, send it.
you can send that in to us. We'll give our email addresses here in a little bit. But yeah, if you guys ever have a discussion idea that you would like us to go back and forth about, send it over. Because we love discussing this kind of stuff because it's
Oh
fun.
yeah, it's fun for
It
us.
is. So we've come to the point in the show where normally I have a question for Michelle, but she told me this week she has a question for me.
I do. You ready?
I'm waiting.
Well, it's kind of an either or. So you can answer kind of either or.
Red, gold, or
whichever you-
Heinz. I'm taking Heinz.
Okay, so this one comes from Sean in North Carolina.
Oh, Sean.
By way of Gina, she sent it.
Okay.
Okay. So it says, ask Scott if he could talk to Walt Disney, what 3 questions would you ask him? Or, if you'd rather, what would he suggest that he do to secure the future vision of Walt's? Like ideas of, you know, like I'm guessing what he could do to secure the future of
What
his
I could do
vision.
or what Walt could have done to secure?
I don't know. I'm just reading you what the question says. Or what he would suggest that he do to secure the future of his vision. What would
Okay,
you tell Walt?
What would I tell Walt
Yeah.
to secure?
Okay. So are you going to ask Walt a question or what are you going to do?
Wow.
It's a hard one.
It really is. And I would like to be able to ask him what he thinks of his parks today.
I would love to know.
Especially Epcot, because
Yes.
everybody knows Epcot was the dream for Florida. There was never the Magic Kingdom was built to finance Epcot. It was not built because he wanted to build Magic Kingdom first and then he's going to build Epcot. He built the Magic Kingdom so he could have the finances to build Epcot. That was always the plan. And the night before he passed, he showed Roy on the ceiling how we're going to build Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot was what he was focused on.
And he was 5 years away from Magic Kingdom opening. He was still talking about Epcot then.
Yeah.
Because they had already started clearing ground. They started building stuff. So I would ask him what he thought about that. And guys, it's so hard because I have so many other questions for him. If anything he could have done differently, what would it have been?
Oh.
What would he have done to change what is today? You know, if there was something that
because he set the path for all of this. Is there anything that he would do differently than he did?
Correct. Especially after seeing Handcrafted and seeing how he built Disneyland. And I'm sure he probably looked back at it and goes, okay, it's up and running. You know, was he 100% happy with how everything turned out for Disneyland? I can't see him being happy because I don't think anybody who envisions a business and builds it is happy with the first go of it.
No, and Walt seemed the type of person to keep striving for better. So I don't think he'd be happy with the first version of anything.
No, and he always said that we got to keep changing. So by saying that right there, he's saying this is okay for now, but we're going to keep building on it to make it better. We're always going to make it better. And I would love to know what he thinks about Walt Disney World and his vision, because he never got to see his vision here come to life at all.
Which is very sad.
It is so sad. He never got to walk through the castle. He never got to walk down Main Street of Florida.
Right.
And I would like to know if he's happy with the way it did turn out, with the way Roy did try to bring his legacy to life.
Yeah.
You know, and I know Roy wasn't there for Epcot either. And it got
so
down
sad.
to other people.
Yeah.
Because Roy came back to finish Magic Kingdom, and then he passed away just a few months after they opened it. It was like he held on to bring his brother's vision to life. And you know what? Never two better business partners probably in the history of the world than Roy and Walt.
Oh, I agree.
Because Roy made his... It wasn't like me making your dreams come true or vice versa. You know, the husband and wife bond is a little bit different. But the fact that these two brothers had the vision that Walt said, I want to do this, and his brother looked at him and said, I'll make it happen. I'm going to do all my best to make it happen. Now, I might not be able to do it the way you want to do it, but I'm going to make it happen. But I would really like to know how he thinks about everything, how it turned out, what things, as far as how he could have secured his legacy. I think a good thing would have been him to write down more things.
Okay.
Because, like, the Epcot plan, there wasn't much written that we know of. It was things passed down from person to person.
But he did have. We've all seen his presentation with the pointers with Epcot.
Yes.
And if you go through
Tomorrowland Transit Authority.
Yeah, there's
Progress City.
Yeah, Progress City.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are ways, and doesn't it make you wonder? Let me ask you this: does it make you wonder? You know, they had like kind of the blueprint of what he wanted for Epcot. And doesn't it make you wonder why they didn't do anything like that?
No, he wanted this city of tomorrow. He didn't, I mean, yes, he wanted to build a theme park around showing you the city of tomorrow, but you really don't have the city of tomorrow. And Future World is not the future at all.
No, not really.
I know it's been renamed, whatever. But it's,
Whatever.
But it's kind of like Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom, though. That is not Tomorrowland. You know, it's
Mhm.
it's like, why Walt always said we have to keep evolving, we have to keep changing, but why are the future areas of the parks not doing that? And I think Walt would want to know that also, especially with great minds that now have created technology and what they've done with technology. And like it or not, Elon Musk would be phenomenal to let him take over like Tomorrowland and turn it into the future of what it could actually turn into and show us what could be done. But then to keep updating our Apple, Apple is so ingrained with the Disney company through Pixar. Why
Oh
didn't they
yeah.
ever use that? Why didn't they use Steve Jobs when he was still here to, hey, show us what the future could look like in your vision? You
So you're
know,
saying use some high tech person to possibly, um, show the way of what it could be.
right? Because they were all, even if they don't say directly, all these men were probably somehow inspired by what Walt Disney did. Even if it was just creating something that nobody had done before, they all did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And I think they always looked. Walt looked to Abe Lincoln. Everybody has somebody they look to for their future and what they want to do. So I think that if Walt would have taken better notes about what he wanted for the future, if he could have been able to explain it, and he may not have done that just because he kept it all in his head, and he didn't have a problem keeping up there. Sadly, he passed way too young.
Yes.
We lost him way too young and too fast
Oh my God, yes.
because he got sick and quickly.
Yeah, when we were watching Disneyland Handcrafted, they had said how the prognosis they gave him was like 5 years or something, and it ended up being months.
Yeah.
And something like that. Don't quote me because it was something like that.
And it just proves to you, no matter how much money you have in the world, no matter how high tech everything is around you, when it's your time, it's your time. And
Sad.
it's so sad. And it just tells us that while we're here, we need to make every effort to live every day as if it's our last. Because
And if you have a big idea, write it down and tell
write
people.
it down and tell people, because if
Tell
you
everybody.
yeah, exactly. I always think, and it's a joke, but I always think of the scene in The Grinch where he goes, "Solve world hunger, tell no one." I mean, it's kind of the thing though that people
Tell
come
no
up with
one.
these great ideas, but then they don't tell anybody about these great ideas. And is it really a great idea then?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. And I do think I agree with you as far as Walt. But don't you think maybe he thought he had more time also?
I guarantee he thought he went into the hospital, they were going to do something, they were going to give him something to get him through for a little bit longer, and he had longer. And then the night before he passed, he had to know something, because for him to sit there and point out through the ceiling tiles how to do Epcot to Roy, there was a reason he did that, because he must have known in his gut of gut, I'm not getting out of here. And I need to
Yeah.
make sure somebody knows my vision. And where he could have just wrote it down. He could have done all this stuff. He showed Roy basically how we're going to do it, how
But
you
then,
need to lay it
but
out.
then Roy never got to do
Roy
it
never got
how
to do it
he
either.
wanted it on
Yeah.
those ceiling
Yeah.
tiles.
Yeah.
So it's kind of sad if you think about
It's
it.
so sad. And Walt, as many great things as Walt created and did in his career, and he really did. He changed the way we do a lot of stuff to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Much like they say Steve Jobs set with Apple a lot. He changed the way we watch movies, we watch TV, the way we listen to music. Walt changed the way we vacation as a family. We have fun as a family. It's
Right.
not this is for the kids, this is for the adults, and we keep it separate.
Everybody does it together.
Right. Walt brought it all together, which was, that impact will last forever on this planet.
And it continues to go. It's
does.
just one of those things that you do see families.
Yes.
But then you see couples, you see friend groups
Mm-hmm.
that go. And what they created was something for togetherness.
It was. And if not for Walt Disney and what he did, you wouldn't have Universal. You wouldn't have SeaWorld for what we know it is today. You wouldn't have these other theme parks trying to create those family memories all across the world. That because of Walt, what he did back all those years ago. So I think Walt's legacy is cemented. I think Walt will
yeah.
always be known. He changed the way we do movies, because of the way he did cartoons and animation and things like that back in the day when nobody else thought it could make money.
Yeah.
He did that. The different type of cameras that he did with UB to create these different type of camera angles and what they could do, and just they thought outside the box. Basically, in that day, you were told this is how it works, and they were like, "No, we want to make it do this," and they did it, and they made it work, and they were just such innovators probably like Henry Ford was when he invented the car. It was just, we're going to invent something. This is what we had to do, but we're going to take it up 10 notches. And Walt did that with the people around him. And he had some brilliant minds around him all the time. And he was the idea guy. And he went to these guys, hey, let's make it work.
Right.
So I think his legacy is always going to be cemented in all that. But I think he had a lot in his head that none of us will ever know was up there. Some ideas that we will never know.
That's the sad part.
And that's the sad part, because
and that's something that you should add to the list of something that you would want to ask him.
What did
like,
you want to do that you
what did we miss? What are the things that, that you wanted to tell us but you never got to?
Exactly. That's how. Thank you, because that's a perfect way to say it. Yeah. What was something you wanted that you kept in your brain because you hadn't figured it all out yet? What was it?
Yeah.
And I would love to know if there's notes laying around, like pads of paper, legal pads, where he just scribbled all. I mean, because they said when he passed, the thing they found was the name of Kurt Russell on a piece of paper next to him. Why?
Yeah, crazy.
Kurt had done a lot of stuff for the Disney company, but why Kurt's name on there?
I like Kurt Russell.
I do too. He's a great actor.
He's like, this guy's going places.
Yeah, exactly. As a kid, he said, this guy's going places. So, wow, that's a good question, though. I never really thought about all that before. So thanks.
And that's a great answer. So
I tried.
Thanks, guys.
It's hard sometimes when you get put out there that you got to come up with an answer really quick and make it make sense and get your thoughts together quickly. And I have a hard time with that sometimes.
No, your eyes kind of lit up and you just like let it rip, because I know Walt Disney and the way that he created things in his mind and everything is something that you love to talk about. And
yeah, I love what Walt thought of. I mean, anybody who's known me and talked to me any long, that my Mount Rushmore was Walt Disney, George Lucas, Steve Jobs, and Stan Lee. And those
me.
four, and you. You're the added one we're putting on the other side. But no, it was those four men and what they created in this world shaped my childhood and my life, and actually my career now. So, and I'm thankful to all four of them for that.
Great answer.
Thank you. Okay, so thank you for the question. If you have a question you would like Michele to ask me, as in this case, or if you have a question you would like me to ask Michele, you can email us. Or if you have a show idea for a discussion idea for us, you can email us. My email, scott@themainstreetmouse.com or michele@themainstreetmouse.com. Michele is with one L, not two, or your email will not go through. If you'd like to submit a question, show idea, or a comment about Michele's Daydream Believing podcast, which comes out every Thursday, comes out on Thursdays. You can listen to it anytime you want to.
But you can listen to it whenever.
You can listen to it whenever you want to. But we put it out on Thursdays. You can email her again, michele@themainstreetmouse.com, and she will take your questions. We respond to our own emails. We don't have any staff.
We don't have a person.
Yeah, we
are
do
the
all.
people.
So if you send us an email, we're going to answer it to you. I'm going to run through our sponsors really quickly here. Our TMSM sponsor, official one, is our travel partner. Wow, I'm really lost in my thoughts right now. It made no sense. Let me start
Because you're all
again.
excited about Walt and that question.
I guess that question. Okay, let me start over.
Rewind.
Let me talk about our TMSM sponsors, shall I?
Yes, you do that.
Our official travel partner of the Main Street Mouse for all your travel needs, whether you're going to Disneyland, Walt Disney World, you want to take a Royal Caribbean cruise, or you want to take a Disney cruise, whatever you want to do, reach out to our friends, MEI Mouse Fan Travel. They can help you plan the perfect trip all across the board. They will help you plan every detail down to the last little bit. See, you're looking at me and you're throwing me off a little bit.
Okay, I won't look at you.
Just go to our page, any of their banners on our site, click on any of that. It'll be taken to their website where you can fill out a small form about what you're looking for. One of their fantastic travel advisors will reach out to you, and they will help you plan that trip. The best part of the whole experience with them, 100% free to you.
Free.
And they take care of all the hard work. If prices change, they take care of that for you. If they go down, they get you the money back. They take care of it all. So reach out to them and make sure you let them know you heard about them on the Main Street Mouse.
Please do.
Please do. Our official transportation partner is The Genie Transportation Service. They will make your Orlando trip effortless. They will pick you up at the airport. They will take you, if you're going to the port, jump on a ship. If you're coming to Walt Disney World, you're going to stay at Universal. Whatever you're doing, they will get you there in safe luxury vehicles. They offer complimentary sanitized car seats for your kids for free. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Michele is laughing at me because I just cannot get my words right now. I need to record these so I don't have to do these live.
I know, you need to record. We do everything live, even our introduction, and we do the same. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
I do, so I just stumble. So again, even if you're just going out for a night in the town and you live here locally, like we were talking about earlier, if you're a local and you just want to go out for a night in town, you don't have to worry about transportation, reach out to the Genie Orlando and they will take care of you. So go to thegenieorlando.com. Again, let them know you heard about them on the Main Street Mouse. And last but definitely never least, Kingdom Strollers. They are our longest partner that we've had. They will handle all your stroller or your scooter needs. They will drop off whatever you're renting from wherever you're staying. So if you're staying on property, if you're staying at an Airbnb, if you're staying at your cousin Ned's house down in Orlando.
If you're staying by the Miller's Ale House up on 192.
You're staying by the Miller's Ale House. Maybe they'll stop and pick you up some zingers and bring them to the place for you. But they will bring you a stroller or scooter or whatever you do rent from them. So go to thekingdomstrollers.com. And again, any one of these sponsors that I spoke about, please let them know you heard about them on the Main Street Mouse, because supporting our sponsors supports the Main Street Mouse, and we can't ask for anything better than for you guys to go with our recommendations, and these three are definitely our recommendations. I'm going to stop talking because I obviously can't get the words out right tonight, so I'm going to let Michele close out the show, but thank you guys so much for listening. And don't forget, John O'Hurley, House of Mouse Expo 2026.
Yes, houseofmouseexpo.com for your Disney convention needs. That is the one I recommend. Sorry, I had to mess with Scott a little bit. I can't help myself. Yeah. What? Go ahead.
A little?
A little.
You were laughing the whole time. You know how hard it is to concentrate? I'm going to sit here and laugh at you while you're trying to close up.
No, don't, because I'll screw it up too. Ah. Don't forget to check out TMSM Emporium. We added a new Haunted Mansion edition that you're going to want to check out. LostPrincessApparel.com. HouseOfMouseExpo.com. We cannot do any of these businesses without you, so we truly appreciate you. And on that note, I hope you have a wonderful, magical, fantastic week ahead, and we will see you real soon.
Trip around the Magic Kingdom is almost complete. I can't thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. And I hope you've enjoyed your journey as much as I've appreciated being a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please gather your belongings, watch your head and step as you exit, and take small children by the hand.
On behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us.
Now I will raise the safety bar, and a ghost will follow you home.
Some imagination, huh?